much, yeah. We're looking forward to jumping into this first map and getting underway. As you can see, Office as well. You know, we got to grow all the memes here. And I have an M4 already in play for that. Hacking to the head into Laddie. I believe we are actually live into this game, actually. I think seconds left. Not entirely sure what the hell's going on.
I think it may still be the warm-up, yeah? I'm actually not quite sure.
Oh,
I think,
it's still
yeah,
warm-up.
I think we're warming up.
Got you.
We're still warming up. We're just playing deagles and knives in this one, and grenades for that matter as well. But as you said, Office, that's a map that brings back some memories. I think one of the first maps that I ever touched in Counter-Strike was actually Office, and obviously it's a hostage map, right? So you're running around and you're trying to save the hostage, but it brings back good memories, Vince. It brings back very good memories.
Man, I can't tell you how many hours of my life I spent on CS Source playing this map, just with friends, running around, messing about. Obviously, like the whole way, you'd always have these sweaty AWPers would be sat there for the whole round, and yeah, it's gonna be a bloodbath. It's gonna be chaos. And as you mentioned, we are now live into this with the Deagles in tow. Rops passes the first bullet into the head, and a second as well as he carves a path. And Brokey's having no chill. Oh my goodness, FaZe Clan just put down the Legends with ease.
Yeah, that looks super easy for Brokey and Rops for that matter, which I believe nets him the $500 bonus for the first kill, right? And I was just about to say that when it comes to Rops and when it comes to Counter-Strike 2, I think we're going to see that in the best of 5 match as well. If there's a nerd of the game, if there's a guy who studies the game, if there's a guy who comes up with new tricks, new smokes, new way of innovating Counter-Strike, it'll be Rops. So I'm very intrigued and very interested in see how he's faring with Counter-Strike 2 already. I'm sure he got some tricks up his sleeves already.
Yeah, very much a student of the game, and very intelligent and meticulous kind of guy as well. Very pleasant to be around. And meanwhile, though, the Legends have yet to get off the mark in terms of kills, and that's not going to be starting anytime soon. Rops showing no chill, no mercy. MBK is going to open the account. So, Pimp, you were right. You said to watch out for MBK. So far, he's the only player that's carved a path through any of FaZe Clan.
Yeah, and let me correct myself, actually. The $500 is not decided just yet. It's for the first knife kill, so we haven't seen any knife kills so far, so it's actually still up for grabs in that regard. So let's see if anyone is going for it. Brokey and Twist getting a kill each. Guardian, your man to watch out for right here. Nice couple of kills, but not enough against Brokey. And question is whether or not we're going to see any knife kills anytime soon. I'm sure FaZe Clan will go for it, right?
You'd think so, especially if they continue to kind of have their foot on the accelerator. Again, this is more about the fun. This is more about having a good time. So maybe, you know, let's be honest, these guys are hyper-competitive, even though it is like, quote-unquote, a show match and a bit of fun. At the same time, they don't want to lose to some Legends. Like, that's going to suck if they end up getting knocked down by a lot of players that don't even play actively anymore. So they're going to be very serious. But you would imagine maybe on the T side, when they're on the defense, maybe that's where some of those sneaky little knives come into play. MBK, again, opening his account with another Deagle shot, hiding in amongst the smoke. As you can see, the new smoke textures allowing it to fully plume and him to just hide in. And he has the knife out. They know he's here. They nade him and they shut him down.
I love that new gimmick with the smokes. You put a nade into the smoke and the smoke disappears. So it's no longer a wall. You're no longer safe. You have to be constant aware of whether or not your opponents have a nade that could potentially rat you out of a situation like that. Well done by NBK. He tried his best. Just did Kerrigan right here, but FaZe were a little smarter and a little better at using their nade. Kerrigan, as well, a guy that we spoke about, right? If he can stay within this game, just like this man Neo, who's had a great and long career, that'll be pretty sick. Rain turning around, getting a nice kill. He is known for his Deagle skills in Counter-Strike Source, and I guess the same thing would be said right here. CSGO, CS2, Source, it doesn't matter for Rain. He's still sharp as ever before with the Deagle.
He's still an absolute monster, isn't he? And for anyone that's maybe a little bit confused, Guardian is Laddie on the kill feed. Obviously, his first name is Ladislav. So just to make sure that you understand that there isn't an extra player you've never heard of, that is Guardian. And at least the Legends made that last round close, right? Pimp went down to 1v1. They could have won that one. It was a lot closer than the first round.
For sure was, and I guess that's the silver lining right here. I'd like to see the Legends at least get a couple of rounds. Kerrigan poking up the window together with Rops. Frax going back and forth. Rain once again together with Rops getting a couple of kills, and Pasha is being put under a lot of pressure right here. Gets a kill, Papiro, with the grenade and evens it out of 3v3, and I guess that's another chance, Vince, for the Legends to secure themselves around.
Certainly is. That's a good Molotov, though. It forces away Guardian's position. And with the smoke in the eyes of the CTs, MBK is going to try and get round the back of them. This flank could be everything for this round. If he can pincer off a kill, that could be it. The first time they've had a player advantage, but Rain pulls it straight back with his Deeg shot onto Guardian, and now Rain decides it's time to try and rescue the hostage. That is the objective at the end of the day. Twist, though. Oh, Pasha had a chance, but he let it go by. And MBK, it's not even as if both players are low, 72 and 100, but of course the Deagle is a one-shot kill to the head. Couldn't connect, there's one, pulls out the knife and shanks Rain as well. And he secures himself the $500 bonus in the process.
Well done by NBK. Completely outplayed the FaZe clan right here. They wanted to survive. They wanted to save the hostage, but it ended up costing them the round. It ended up costing them both their lives. And NBK, as you said, getting the bonus, the $500 straight into his bank account and the first round for the Legends. Good to see NBK play well. And as we said, this is just a warm-up game. They're just getting familiar with Counter-Strike 2. And if these Legends want to stand a chance of beating FaZe clan in the best-of-5 game, I think NBK has to get off to a good start. And something suggests that he's already getting there.
See Pasha as well, connecting a couple of headshots in these last 2 rounds, really winding back the year, showing us why he was, at one stage, one of the most feared players on the planet. And our Twists comes out, though, with that Deeg, and Rain follows up. It seems like FaZe clan may have had a slight stutter, but they're looking to pick back the pace once more. Guardian could have 2 players lined up, tries to shoot through them, a lot of damage, but no frags. Allen now with a chance, but he can't deliver. And FaZe gets straight back into winning ways as they lead 4-1.
It's kind of hilarious to see some of the best players of all time in different Counter-Strike versions come into a new game, play Office, and just from the way they're playing right now, they're just spraying their Deagle. They're almost panicking, right? It takes some time to get comfortable with a new game. It takes some time to get comfortable with the different mechanics that's going to be employed in CS2. And so far, I think we've seen small tendencies of that already. Of course, there's still a lot of skill in between these players, but a lot more spraying with the Deagle than we normally see.
Yeah, exactly. Typically a precision-type weapon. Meanwhile, though, a lot of damage has been inflicted, forcing back the CTs. Pasha tries to overextend, but it's Neo, his Polish partner in crime, that comes through good and keeps Pepito alive for a few more seconds to flex those biceps. Deagle shots just narrowly going awry. Good smoke placement, though, is going to keep the CTs away, but Twists decides he's going to pull out the Glock and go straight to the face. Traded back and forth. The HP certainly in favor of FaZe clan now, but MBK's taken that away from them. Rain gets slumped, and it's down to both Rops and Carrigan.
Oh, nice shot from Pepito, and there we have it. Rops in a 1v3, got the hostage on his back. He's sneaking around now, shifting around on the map. Question remains is, do the Legends have any awareness as to where Rops is on the map? You also have utility to work with, a nade, a flash, and a smoke, but it's not enough. It's going to be NBK, and another round for the Legends. Nice try by Rops. Again, I respect them going for the hostage, but so far it hasn't netted them any rounds.
Yeah, and we can't even talk about the economy game because they're just going to be picking Deagles up anyway.
Money for
don't
days.
need to be replenishing. Exactly, just a little bit of money here and there. Tons of cash for both teams. And historically, Pimp, like from what you remember, because I'm going to be honest here, I haven't played Office in a long, long time. Was this typically a two-sided map?
I wish I could tell you for sure. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure the Twitch chat would know better than we do, to be honest. So maybe they can chime in and help us. But I remember it being a map of chaos, as you can see, especially with utility right now. It's flying left, right, and center. It is one of those fun maps that you go in, you play with a couple of friends, and you never know what the round is gonna look like. It's just chaos from start to finish.
Especially when you throw in the mix that it's only Deagles, it's only HEs and knives. They can't take any of those M4s or AKs or AWPs. Head-to-head, MBK gets caught with his knife out. He won't be adding a second knife kill to the tally. Allen flashed off and punished by Rops, who goes for the wide swing. Pasha, it's a target-rich environment, and the pole stands his ground for one, and a second as well, and Pasha could be going in for more, but narrowly misses out. 2v2.
Once again, Rops alive with a bit of utility. Last time he couldn't make it work. They got 55 seconds to work with. Brokey and Rops, usually a very good duo when it comes to clutches. We've seen that time and time again for FaZe clan. But they are up against a couple of Legends in Neo and Guardian, who themselves during their pro career were also considered good clutchers. Right now, I don't think neither of the two teams are fully aware of where the other guys are at. But you can see FaZe clan, they do the right thing. They group up, Guardian goes for the kill, gets both of them in the face on towards Brokey and Rops, and secures a third round for the Legends. Beautiful, beautiful footwork from Guardian, and even better aiming.
So good to see a player of his caliber, of his legendary status, deliver when it really, really does count there with the Deagle.
I miss Guardian, man. I miss him. I miss him,
man.
right? He was such a fun player to watch. The AWP, the possess, the positioning. It's one of those players that you'd watch for days and you would never get tired of watching Guardian play.
No, absolutely. I do miss seeing him on Mirage with that classic Na'Vi lineup. Teeing off with the Orcs with the pistols. Loads of smokes and nades, but it's Brokey that breaks the deadlock onto Guardian. Neo does answer straight back, though. HG's being tossed in with Molotovs. Alan very low, has to tread lightly, as they are stuck behind the walls, but the Molly's not quite shallow enough to deal with him, so he can stay in position. Time hasn't really been a factor in any of these rounds just yet, and it's about to get chaotic once again. Karrigan takes point, removes the head of Rain, trades back and forth. Pasha spots a player. Oh, he runs out of ammunition, and Karrigan punishes him.
Equal scenes on both teams. Alan down to 7 HP, Karrigan down to 9, and then you have Rups with 100 and NBK with 100. Once again, we find ourselves in a 2v2, and so far, the Legends have been the more clutch team, but maybe Karrigan wants that differently this time around. A beautiful shot on towards Alan, and now it's only NBK left who tries to be precise with his deagle, but can't quite make it. Karrigan gets another round for the FaZe clan, and they secure themselves a 5th round right here. Not a bad start. Not a bad start at all.
Certainly not. Kind of map as well, where how often would FaZe realistically play this? They can't, there's not really execute. There's not really things that they can go back onto. I think that's something that we'll definitely see when the best of 5 kicks off, and that may allow the Legends to play in that chaos, to play the scrappy Counter-Strike.
We did ask the Twitch chat as well, and they were resoundingly saying that the T side usually was the favorite side here in the office. I don't know whether or not to trust the Twitch chat. Normally I don't do it, but in this case, I recall that they're probably right? The T side should be slightly easier. So a really, really good start for FaZe clan right here.
Absolutely. 2 rounds in a row. The Legends did pick up, but that has come to an abrupt end. And are looking to try and pick back up the pieces again as Karrigan goes in. Rolls now reversing, of course, playing the short version of the game. And Guardian goes in for 2, and a 3rd as well, before he's silenced by Karrigan. It's one of the other old guard with a 3K in this round. Could be going in for more, and he'll be required to connect the last if they are to win this, as Neo's brought it back onto a 1v1. The angle of aggression will not favor Karrigan, and Neo with a beautiful 1v2 clutch.
Strong start for the Legends right here. A good round by Karrigan. We don't often see him being the carry within FaZe clan, but he still does have some individual level to possess, and when it comes to the Legends, I think we've seen what we came for so far. NBK's had a good game so far. I think Neo had a couple of good rounds. And then, of course, Guardian, so far the star of the Legends team. If they can continue what they're doing right now, I think we have a very, very close warm-up game on our hands right here.
Neck and neck for sure. And FaZe decide we're going to get as aggressive as possible, but Alan stands his ground, spots the information, can relay to the rest of his team, and they can try and pick up the pieces accordingly, already bursting their way on towards the hostages as it stands. And Twist, though, in the smoke is going to be punishing. Pasha spots players running by him. He's trying to and hold on for dear life as his teammates fall all around. But it's Rain versus Pasha, another 1v1 clutch on the cards, and it's Rain this time that passes the test.
Beautiful shot by Rain. We know him to be the most dangerous with a deagle in his hand. I feel like we've seen it time and time again in Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Banana, Inferno. You've seen Rain on Banana do absolute god works with a deagle this time around as well. He's annihilating, he's almost executing Pasha from the server and bringing the 6th round to the FaZe clan. Again, only 3 rounds away from winning this little warm-up game. Not too bad at all for the FaZe clan.
Yeah, and if we're talking about this warm-up being a chance for the Legends to get themselves with their eye in, I don't think that they've should be ashamed of this performance. They've had a lot of rounds that have been super close. This could be another one. They've got the first 3 picks. This should be their round, realistically, as Pasha runs through the fire and flames of the Molotov. Still tons of time left on the clock, of course, and Rops, try as he may to stall away the CTs, is going to be swarmed, and it's the Swede of Alan that puts the final nail in the coffin. It all falls upon Twists. We know he's more than capable of clutching these situations, and that is exactly why 3 deagle headshots, but Guardian puts him down.
Now, wouldn't that have been beautiful from Twist right there? Nice little sequence, getting 3 kills. Unfortunately, ran out of bullets, ran out of opportunities, and Guardian took him down. Another round goes towards the Legends wins, and it's now 6-5. It's very hard to tell who's going to want to go away with this one. I feel like it's a close one right now, and I think the Legends are doing significantly better than I actually would have expected coming into the game.
Absolutely. It's so great also to see, like, Guardian 13 kills. He's actually the top fragger on both teams. NBK, the player you said to watch out for, has been so instrumental and so huge. And he's teeing off time after time. Pasha, though, doesn't want to be overshadowed. Throws his HE in. Molotov will extend fully. Rops hoping not. And that won't be the case. So he can stay in
Okay,
position, and this
okay.
may bait them into a false sense of security.
Yeah, that was interesting. Rups really caught his luck right here. In a good position now. And I think you're right. Yes, catches off a player in MBK. That's a good start for Rups right here, evening out the round. It's a 4v4 now. Rain, the same thing. I'm not sure if they are aware that Rain can be in this position. Yes, Alan showing some of that experience from 1.6. And once again, it's FaZe Clan trailing right now. They're trying to defend the hostage. And they still have some time to work with, but it's looking good for the Legends.
Rocky just sneaking around there in the paper room. It's waiting for that pixel. Carrigan, nice shot on the cross. Could be getting more. He typically doubles up. When he gets one, it's a flurry of frags, but Pasha is keeping this round honest, albeit on low HP, and Rops has put him down. Now remember, this is first to 9 rounds will be the victor, so FaZe only 2 away now of securing it.
Just 2 rounds away, and as you can see in the scoreboard as well, you have 4 players within the double digits of FaZe Clan, both Rups, Carrigan, Twist, and Brokey. Rain not too far off with his 8 frags, so it's well distributed. It's not like one player is carrying the show like we normally see, perhaps, on some of these pro teams. It feels like a team effort right now for FaZe Clan, and it also speaks volume to the Legends that are doing a good job. Papito, Pasha, once again getting an entry. Brokey entering back on towards Alan, so we have a 4v4 situation once again.
Ryan locked down on the staircase. Lovely shot onto Brokey on the wide swing, showing us why he is still very much an active player, and I'm sure wants to get into a team for CS2 rolling around the corner. Still has more to give. Carrigan funneling away the oncoming tees. Damage done, but now they're collecting the frags. Rain goes in for 2, and there's Twists with another one. Pasha in yet another clutch situation on low HP. Molly will come down, but he's about to get forced in. Fully flashed, and Carrigan puts him down where he stands. FaZe have 3 match points now in our warm-up.
Looking very good for FaZe Clan. I like the little detail from Rain right here. He was out of the round to begin with. Oh, we got a bit of a scout here, Carrigan. Better drop that away. Can't go against the rules. It is deagle and grenades only. Or knife for that matter as well. We have seen NBK put the knife into the back of one of the FaZe Clan players. But Rain coming in with a bit of flank. He just wanted to show that he can still play this smart, and he got 2 very long-range, nice kills with the deagle. Last chance for the Legends now. They need to survive for 3 rounds, and Brokey starting off with a beautiful long-distance shots with the deagle once again. Doesn't really feel like a fair duel as well. When FaZe Clan in global offensive with the deagles have always been dangerous, and I guess nothing is going to change in regards to that coming into Counter-Strike 2.
Yeah, that's actually such a good point. A team that is more than capable. How many deco rounds have we seen them pick up over the ages, over the last year or 2?
Too many.
It's going to be more of the same here. It looks like the final curtain will come down, and FaZe Clan, maybe unsurprisingly for a lot of people, have taken the warm-up 9-5. But I really do think the Legends